Hey guys, welcome back to another snapshot video. So this is the first snapshot of the new year. This time Glow Squid got added. There's a new block called Lichen, and there's also a lot of bug fixes. A lot of those also affect the shulker. So shulker farms would look a bit different from now on. Okay, let's check out the new features. So let's actually start with the Glow Squid. So at the moment they don't spawn naturally yet in a normal world. The only way to get them is in creative to use spawning eggs. So hopefully it's not too dark for YouTube. I turned my gamma down so we can see them a little bit better. Yeah, so there's some new glow squids. They have like sparkling particles around them. It seems like they act like normal squids. So they're just retextured. They glow. If you punch them, they would stop glowing. And they emit the glowing ink for a moment. Okay, but after a while they start glowing again. Then the other interesting part is, what would they drop? So if we kill them, they do drop glow ink sacks. So those items here, the glow ink sack itself doesn't glow in item form, but it can be used to illuminate signs and item frames. Alright, so let's try that out. So I'm gonna just place down a couple of signs and write test on it, so we can see a difference. Okay, so you just need to get your glow ink sack and right click the sign. And here the difference is not really visible. Maybe let's try a darker sign and use a different color for the text. So both of those are orange now, and put the glow squid ink on. Yeah, it's slightly different. Alright, so there's definitely a difference. Depends probably on the type of sign and the color. Let's do another test over here. Let's try the pink dye. Yeah, that's definitely visible. It seems like it works best really with, not the standard colors like white or black, but with the other colors, there's definitely a small difference. The sign itself, by the way, doesn't emit any block light. If we check the F3 menu, it's just that the text looks slightly different. There's also a way to get the text back to normal. So if we use a normal ink sac on it, you can get it back to normal. Alright, pretty nice, I'd say. Next, let's check out the new glow item frame that you can craft by combining a normal item frame and the glow ink sac. Here, let's check out the crafting recipe. Glow ink sac and item frame gives you a glow item frame. So it doesn't really emit light. Difference is that the background is a bit different and items that you put in there also are a bit brighter. You can see the direct comparison. So if you place a light source, by the way, next to the signs, then the text looks pretty much the same. Hardly can see any difference. With the item frames, well, at least they have the different background. I'm not too sure if people will use this new feature a lot, since most of the signs you usually place in your base are, they do have some block light. Mostly makes sense in unlit areas, but it's kind of a neat feature. In case you want to get a lot of the glow squid ink, I'm pretty sure the farm will look basically the same as a normal squid farm. We just don't know yet in which biome we need to build it, so we have to see about that. There's also a new block that got added in today's snapshot, which you can also get in creative, the glow lichen. So this is actually a block that emits some block light. You stand on top of it, you get block level 7. It's also interesting that you can get more of it by bone mealing it. We'll try to spread to the neighboring sides. This way you can spread it everywhere. And this would also work with a dispenser, by the way. You have bone meal. Spread. Even on the surface itself, so it can grow upwards. You try this out here. Normal bone meal. You can also spread upwards. Okay, the way you can actually get it in survival is using shears. You can get the item. If you would try to break it with your fist or a silk touch tool even, then you wouldn't get it. So if you would want to make a farm out of this, you could maybe try something like that here, just bone meal the lichen and try to mine a neighboring block. But there's a little downside. At the moment you also would waste bone meal. Even if the lichen can't grow anywhere, bone meal is used. So this might be fixed in upcoming snapshot. It seems a bit odd. We got one more change before we continue with the bug fixes. So the Dripstone Block here, block that I've almost forgotten about, it's also now craftable. So if you combine 4 dripstone can get one Dripstone Block. Dripstone Block itself is not really special, it's just a decorative block with a quite interesting texture. This is quite unique. So let's continue with the bug fixes. And the first one, immediately something I was interested in. Mob suffocate goes through blocks when growing up near a solid block. That's the description of the bug. So that's something I was immediately interested in because I was making a chicken farm once, was dispensing eggs, and then the chicks slowly descended through a really high pillar of cobweb blocks until at the end they came out as adults. And I always had the issue that they would glitch into the blocks on the side because the chickens were pushing each other to the side, and when they grew up, they basically intersected with the collision box of the block. So let's try it out. We got a command here. Summon a baby chicken. Takes 5 seconds and will grow up. And then we can see what's going on there. Still suffocating. Let's do another test with a cow. Wait 5 seconds and it should suffocate. I mean, what is it supposed to do? Yeah. Not entirely sure what this bug fix is about. Maybe they move to the side if they can. Let's try out another cow. No, still suffocates. Maybe if we would have like a slab on the side. So it actually has some space. No, also suffocates. So I'm not quite sure what this bug fix is about. So one more test. Let's see what happens if we have a couple of cows in there. They all grow up. Yeah, we still get the cow explosion. So really not sure. So let's continue with the changes they did to the Sheikahs. So one thing I immediately noticed is that you can easily push them around now. There's something that usually caused them to teleport, but it seems like now I can push the Sheikah around using pistons. And it should even be possible to fly them around when they're attached to the side of the block with a flying machine. No, didn't work there. Let's maybe try again. They still don't really like it, it seems like. Maybe we tried it slower? Running the bug fix, this should be possible. Let's try to get a Sheikah again. And just pull this in, see what happens. Still teleport. Sometimes it does work though. Alright. Maybe the flying machine was too fast. We'll have to figure all of this out, I guess. Next Sheikah bug fix is a bit technical. So it was an issue if I had a non-solid block like a button or a string, and you would try to push the Sheikah into it, it wouldn't work. The Sheikah didn't move. Now if you do the same, then Sheikah is moved at least, but it can't be placed inside of a block, so that's why it teleports away. So this is the bug fix basically. There's a Sheikah, instead of remaining behind, now gets moved and does teleport. Just a side note, there's something interesting I noticed. If you go to the Nether and back, all the Sheikahs will be turned by 45 degrees and look like this. Just a bit weird. But what I actually wanted to show is there was always this bug. If you tried to push a Sheikah through a portal and they couldn't teleport anywhere on the other side, they actually got teleported to a different location. Basically, they were tried to teleport to the overworld coordinates, and this has been fixed. So in the Nether, I already prepared another portal where the Sheikah can't attach to, so basically place buttons all around, and let's see what happens. Okay, and the Sheikah ends up inside of the portal. Oh, this is quite interesting. I could also try it again, if I move most of the buttons again. Then sooner or later, oh yeah, it will try to teleport. So it's basically not really attached to the obsidian block, it just keeps trying to teleport. Okay, let's actually get rid of that guy and try that again. I think there's probably just a good chance that it still won't teleport. There we go. And it ends up here. And it would try to teleport again. So it's just a matter of time, I think, until it finally teleports. So this way you can also influence where the Sheikahs are going. If you only have a couple available spots, for example, in the case of a Sheikah farm, kill them, then it's definitely something that got a lot easier now. Next, a really annoying ClientSide Desync bug was also now finally fixed. So I had this issue a lot when playing on a 1.16 peaceful server. Whenever I rode a boat and got out of it afterwards, I had the issues that when I tried to mine something, I got ghost blocks. So I can easily demonstrate it with 1.16.5 at the moment. If I try to mine here those grass blocks, you can see sometimes I get those ghost blocks for a moment. This also, by the way, affected another thing. My bow aim got a lot worse or more random. So this was also shown in the Peaceful series once. So sometimes those arrows just completely fly over the target block and are completely random. Ender pearl throws as well. And this is this ClientSide Desync Bug. So the way I fixed this was usually I log out and log back in. So I can also do that. So this bug also affected me in single player. And then mining is normal and the arrow shots are also normal. There we go. Let's try mining. All good again. Alright, so at 1.16.5, this bug is still affecting me, but let's try it out in a new snapshot. Okay, so latest snapshot version. Let's get out of the boat. And let's try to shoot our arrows. And now you just have the normal randomness. Not the client desync issues on top of that. Oh wait, actually, that arrow shot was a bit weird. Might not be fixed. Yeah, it's not fixed. Oh, I'm really so disappointed. When I tested this earlier, it was a lot better. But it seems like it's not fixed. Let's see if we get ghost blocks as well. Nope, it's still not fixed. No. There's another Fixture Dupe exploit. So if you throw a Sheikah box or a bundle into lava cauldron, it will no longer duplicate the items. So you got a single stack of buckets in there. Oh, that was unfortunate. I was hoping I could maybe pick it up. Yep, that was just in time. We got one stack. Alright, that's all I got for today. Thanks guys for watching and see you in the next snapshot video. Bye bye.